So we're here in the space and I want to show you guys how to create listing images that are so good that your competitors will literally copy you, okay? I'm sure you guys have jumped in, right, to some of these niches or you're looking for a product and you see everybody has the same freaking pictures and you're like, why? What's going on? Well, I'm going to show you how to be that person that creates the images that everybody copies. I know it sucks because then you got to come up with new images and you keep changing the game, but hey, that's what happens when you're at the top. All right, so there's no need to copy anybody's images, right? You're literally gonna make your own. And here's how we do it. First thing that you're gonna need is you're gonna need a pen or a pad or an Excel sheet or something. There's three parts to this. The first technique is gonna involve other people or just yourself if you trust yourself. You're gonna ask yourself questions about a listing that you find. So we're gonna jump into a listing here and we're gonna see what we can come up with. I have not taken a look at listings, but I've been thinking about what product would I want. There is a product I've been looking for, which is like muscle building supplement. Got to get back in the gym, got to get fit. You're asking yourself, what am I looking for? The very first question. This will help you to determine what that first image needs to look like. Am I looking for weight gainer? Am I looking for something to shred? Am I looking for a pre-workout? Am I looking for, like, what am I looking for? Are there certain ingredients that I'm looking out for? Are there those things now, you know, right? You can put them right in your image, right? So that they show up right on the bottle. When you look at these people's pictures, they're not just putting these up because they want to put up a picture of the product. They're putting up a picture so that you can see what you're looking for. So like this product is Bohemian Blitz, like what? You can see this is not a very good photo. It's not zoomed in quite enough. The label isn't really big enough for you to see what you're looking for. Here, performance booster, horny goat weed. Okay, I guess some people want that. So, but you can see like he made sure to make these big and then 60 capsules is big. They're big like that because you want people to see the image because they already have in mind what they're looking for. The entire purpose and point is to look at this from the customer's perspective. If you have a product that you would buy, then you want to look at it from the customer's perspective. If you have a product that you'd never buy, then you need to find a third party who would actually buy that product to give you this feedback, right? So we're talking about the label. Now I want to dive kind of into the title, the price, and all that fun stuff. So you're looking and you're like, hey, I'm looking for a supplement. Maybe you have a price point in mind, right? As a customer, these are things you got to think about through your customer's eyes. Maybe you have a flavor in mind. So I know that this niche is a little bit different, right? Maybe there's a size that you want to buy because you don't want to keep buying, right? Who's that customer? What are they looking for? What do they want? You know what's crazy is this guy, right, stands out. He stands out. Look at this. Everybody has like all this space, right, on the sides of theirs. And then you scroll down and this guy literally has from edge to edge, takes up the entire thing. It captured my attention right away. Again, this is me, but you would want to have somebody next to you or somebody you're asking to like scroll through and see what they point out and what they notice so that you can kind of get a different perspective than what you think. I'm looking at this and now I'm going to look over at the reviews. 1,469. Okay. But then look at the price. It's $90. I'm like, $90? What the heck is in that? And now if I scroll up and I look at all the other stuff, I'm like 27. I'm like, that's 70. Okay, that's a muscle builder. That's 31. And I'm like, $89 for a muscle builder? In my mind, I'm peaked. I'm like, this is just me. Again, you got to know your customer. So I'm like, what the heck is in this for $89? Plus it's under highly rated, right? As you notice, for me, I didn't even notice highly rated or sponsored. It's a sponsored based on star ratings. I didn't even notice it, but I click it because I want to know what's in it. I'm asking myself, as a consumer, this is step one. Like, what does it taste like? Strawberry vanilla cream. I don't like strawberry vanilla cream, personally. I'm gone. Literally, I'm done. I'm moving on because I don't even like that flavor. This is what I mean by knowing your customer. I know everybody doesn't have products that have taste and all that and sizes and all that stuff, but like you got to think about it through the customer's eyes. So I would have already left. Now I'm wondering, what does it look like? Like, what does the powder look like? Like, I'm trying to see what the powder, like what color is it? And if I look through these images, oh, a video. Are they going to show me? Okay. The point of this exercise is you want to answer the customer's questions, literally. So if we scroll down, I'm looking for like, okay, but I still don't see what it looks like. I want to see what it looks like personally. Like, what does the powder look like? Some people might not care about that, right? You got to know your customer. My next question is, like, how big is it? Is it like, how much is it in here? And 30 days in See how small that was for me anyway? Because I want to know how much it is, because it's $90. So I'm like, if it's $90, I need to know how much I'm getting for $90. So I'm getting 7 ounces. Like, these are the things that I'm thinking, right? But you got to know your customer. That's the whole point. And so what you do, grab a piece of paper and you start to write down all these questions that you want answered. The more cognizant you are and aware you are, the more questions that you're asking, the more questions you're writing down. So I got in here and I said, what the heck? Growth muscle builder. Okay, this is muscle builder. What makes it worth $90? Best anabolic growth optimized. And so I'm asking myself all these questions and I'm trying to answer them. You can do this for all of your competitors' listings. I'm gonna open up this one. 5 pound. You see how they answered? They answered the question I had. How big is it? It's 5 pounds. Beautiful. Okay. What does it look like? I can see what it looks like. My questions are answered. And look, it's edge to edge on that picture like we talked about. 5 pound pea protein powder from North American farms. I know it's American made. Vegan, does that matter to me as a customer that it's made in America and I'm going to put it in my body? Depends on your customer. Vegan seed protein isolate. I would have to know what this is or what makes vegan pea protein so good. Easiest to digest, speeds, muscle work. And so I'm looking for like, as a customer, what does that mean to me? What's the benefit? You see how long it's taking me to find out what the benefit is of naked pea protein? But why though? You guys get my point. The goal and the point is look at it from a customer's perspective. That's tip number 1. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab an Excel sheet, a Word doc, something, and you're gonna start writing down all of the questions that you have. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2 is reviews, baby. So we're gonna head on over to the reviews, and this guy's 6,000. This is great. And we're going to read the reviews. We're gonna read the bad ones, and we're gonna read the good ones. And what we wanna do is we wanna find out why. Like, why are they bad? And the good ones, why are they good? What is it that people are raving about, right? Because those things we wanna call out. And then what are the things that are bad? Does our product do the same? If it doesn't, we want to call that out. People read the reviews and they come down to the reviews and they read. The very first one is a -1, 800 people found. Buyer beware. They do not stand by their product. My last purchase, it was like drinking sandpaper. Or wet sand. Contacted the company. They told me once you pay for it, you are stuck. Yikes. If it was me, I would go, well, I stand by my product. So now how do you prove that you stand by your product in one of your images? This is one example. But now you keep reading. If you really wanted to, what I do is I come over here to the negative ones and I literally take my sheet of paper and I write down all the things people are complaining about. And I'm gonna call out the keywords that I'm seeing, the major things that are over and over. Very first one, they don't stand by their company. Got it. Okay, the next one, major concern for heavy metals here. Now you go, hey, you need to say something about not having metal in your stuff, which is, kind of scary, but you're looking for patterns. So we're gonna skip that one and keep looking. Second jar tastes horrible. I can hardly manage. From other reviews, it looks like it's a common problem. So now you might want to say something about your product being consistent in quality. Product I could not finish no matter how I tried. It's sandy and horrible tasting. I saw twice that people say it tastes like sand. It's not breaking down. So if you were to continue to go through these and you kept hearing people say it won't break down in water, 1, your product needs to break down in water. And 2, you want to make sure you say that that our product breaks down in water, right? You're answering the concerns or questions, the objections people might have to purchasing your product. This is the negative side. Now, if you go to the positive side, I've been using this pea protein as a stable protein source for years. I'm satisfied. Powder is fine. I find that it's a bit messy. So you go, is there a way for me to make mine not messy, or is mine not messy, right? Has a tendency to cling to sleeves or skin after you've reached in the tub. So maybe you need a longer scooper. Why'd I give it 5 stars? It's a non-soy plant-based, protein that is high. It's high protein. So you keep going through this and you see he's calling out that it's non-soy plant-based, right? That's a call out. If I go back to this thing here, do I see non-soy plant-based? I know it seems like it's obvious. It's really not. You have to call it out. The second thing that you would do, right, like we're saying, is you just go to the reviews and you literally can just read all the positives and all the negatives and keep that list and start writing down, here are all the things people are complaining about. Our product better not do this. So there's some nuggets for you for manufacturing, but if they don't, you need to call them out. Here are the things that people rave about. Do your products do those? If they don't, there's some stuff for manufacturing. But if they do, you need to call them out in your images. So here's the third thing. And this is one of my favorite, okay? This is the secret sauce right here, okay? It's so simple. Customer questions and answers. People are asking questions and answering it themselves, literally asking the questions. What you have to remember is that people can't touch the product. They can't taste the product. They can't feel the product. They can't any of that. And so they have to use their eyes and their ears in order to be in the store with the product. So you have to basically try and translate an in-store experience over the screen. You have to do that through vivid speech, and you have to do that through vivid images that answer their questions. Where is the pea sourced from? Many products I've seen package the Chinese source protein. If we go back up, this guy says, from North American farms. It says from North American farms, but apparently the guy didn't get the answer he was looking for. So maybe you should say packaged or grown in North American farms, right? To answer the question directly, because then you remove an objection for somebody to just buy it. This is literally gold right here. This is gold. You guys get my point. Number 3, Q&As, man. So simple. So now that you have those, how do you take them and turn them into images? I'm gonna show you guys that in part 2.